everyone, and welcome to another Friday night takeaway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks and geeks, I've had an idea. Yeah, my wife says you shouldn't have ideas. They're dangerous. This one might not be so dangerous than past ideas. I was looking at it thinking, I've been watching a few different kind of documentaries over the last few weeks, and they've all been kind of looking at fast food in Europe, UK, America, and there's one constant: is prices have gone up, and to some extent maybe quality and choice has gone down. A perfect example is McDonald's with the Big Arch burger. They thought, well, let's bring out a new one, and it's just the Big Arch with bacon. They did it previously with the Big Tasty and things like that, but that's their idea of coming up with something new, is just to put bacon on an existing burger, or maybe just change the sauce on an existing burger. And yeah, and they're charging quite a lot for these burgers. So I thought, I'm going to have a look right now. Now today, what day is it? This is the 31st. Tomorrow's the 1st, that's it. So this is the 31st, Friday of July. So I looked on the different apps. Now I'm going to do it in its two parts. This is the first part, which I've just done between the kind of the main three, which is McDonald's, KFC and Burger King, and I've looked on their apps and see what is the best offer they've got on their apps that you can get that's actually cheaper than buying the equivalent actually meal or food individually on the app. So I started off with McDonald's, and again, none of this has been opened. This is as is. So the first one I got is this. Can you get it out? There we go. Was a wrap. £2.49. That's the only offer there is, apart from if you spend 20 quid you can get £5 off. I'll put at the end of the video, I'll put some screenshots of some of the different offers that were available. A lot of them were for delivery, and because of that they were quite a bit pricier from that point of view. So yeah, so that was £2.49, and I've got a chili crispy wrap. There you go. It's how marvellous is that? There you go. And one thing I would say, out of the 3 drive-thrus I went through, McDonald's took the longest just to get this. Now this is a standard item. Nothing's been taken out, nothing's been added in, but yes, it took over 20 minutes to get that through the drive-thru. Next one we went to was Burger King. Now Burger King, I got it's a little kind of a box meal. I think it's a milk box meal or something like that. Yeah, so I get fries. It seems to be going everywhere. Oh. So, what's this? 3 chili cheese bites, barbecue milk, fries, and a drink. £5.99. There you go. And then from KFC, I get a Pepsi, which seems to be a bit of a set. So that's a regular from KFC. This is a regular from Burger King. Bit of a size difference. Now KFC took a bit longer than Burger King. Not by much, maybe about 5 minutes. So what I got was, I got 2 things. This is their snack box, which is supposed to be the popcorn snack box. It's £3. Oh, and basically what you do is you get some fries and you get some popcorn chicken. How marvellous is that? There you go, for £3. Now they also do one with a couple of chicken wings And they also do one with a tender, I think, as well. But what I got for £7.49, I got fries. I got the little drink, the little baby drink. Little baby drink. I get some chicken tenders. How many? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4 chicken tenders. 4 chicken tenders. Some fries, which is quite a bit smaller than, oh Jesus God, than the Burger King fries, as you can see. I get more Burger King fries than I get KFC. That may be a good thing or a bad thing. Oh no, tell a lie, there is 3 in there, marvellous. And I mustn't forget my jalapeno ranch. So all that KFC one was £7.49. So £7.49. So KFC was the most expensive at £7.49 for that. The snack box was separate at £3, and I just thought, well, it'll be interesting to see, is that actually worth anything or not? The next one was £5.99 from Burger King to get that kind of little barbecue melt box meal. And then of course you've got the wonderful McDonald's at £2.49. So we'll have a quick review of see what we're getting and how enjoyable it really is. But we'll also do it with look at some of the different pizza restaurants and see what is the best offer and how does it really stack up and things like that as well. Just to kind of look at what can we actually get. Now I know that during the week I think you can get a Whopper for £3 on the app with Burger King, but that's only during the week, the kind of working days, Monday to Friday. You're not getting that at weekends, although they are doing a lunchtime special that they do 7 days a week, and that's £4.99, but I'll put the details at the end of that. But I just thought, well, I fancy something a bit more. So KFC, well, it's there, so we might as well do it. Fries. Cold, which is interesting because the last place I actually went to get the food was KFC. Go figure. And a bit of seasoning, but not much. Jalapeno ranch. Is it me though, or are the chicken tenders getting smaller? Because my hands haven't changed in the last 10-15 years. You know, it's not as if I went from a kid to an adult. Yeah. So it's all right. For £7.49, well, look at some of the burgers you're getting there and the price of them. So for £7.49, it's actually not too bad. The drink is a bit of a kind of strange size. It's definitely the smallest fries. It's actually not a bad amount of food for the money. And for £7.49, it is cheaper than, say, kind of one of the kind of main burgers from, say, Burger King or from McDonald's, or even from KFC themselves. I mean, this is kind of the same price point as one of them crispy naans I did the last time. So on that basis, this is definitely worth more value. You know, it's better value. It's worth more for your money you're spending compared to one of them crispy naans, which were a bit disappointing. As for the finger licking good kind of £3 box,
That's not too bad either. Not too bad.
With a little snack or something like that, it's not too bad. So, for the chicken tender meal at £7.49, what would I give that out of 10? I would probably give that, I would give that a 6.5. I'm going to give it a 6.5. It's actually not too bad. And the wait time going through the drive-through wasn't too bad. So, the £3 kind of snack box, it's actually not too bad for what you're getting for £3. I would say it's better value than the mini fillet burger, which is £2.49 and things like that. So yeah, it's not too bad. I'm going to give it a 6. I mean, there's no real sauce there. It's just chips and a couple of, or 10 popcorn chickens, which flavour wise, it's not giving you a lot, is it? Right, Burger King. Might as well nick that straw. Okay. Oh, cheeky. Oh, not heard that sort of noise for a while. Right, Burger King. The fries, a bit on the colder side. This is the second drive-through. Okay, back in a bit of seasoning. The burger, not the biggest burger in the world, I'll give you that. Look at it, little baby burger. Right, so it's just kind of, it was a cheesy melt. I thought it was a barbecue melt. No, it's just a cheesy melt. So there we go. So it's just cheese sauce with 2 patties. There you go. Does it get any better? I'll go. Ooh, lift the lid. There you go. Eh? So. It's okay. Bit bland, a bit dry. Fucking hell. Caution, hot gooey cheese inside. Very much doubt it. It's thin like the fries. It's a little bit warmer than the fries, but not much. The chili cheese bites, not bad. Out of the lot of them, I would probably say this is probably the best value. And it's giving you a few different things. Yes, the burger could be a wee bit better and a bit more flavoursome and that type of stuff, but it's quite neutral, so it'll probably appeal to more people than having something that's more obscure and not really kind of, you know, remain appealing to everyone. So yeah, not the most flavoursome choice, but for $5.99 it is a meal. It's actually not a bad bit of food for the money, and you're getting more. There's more fries than with KFC. It's a bigger Coke or soft drink than KFC, and you're also getting a little kind of extra chili cheese bites, a couple of them or 3 of them. So I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. It loses mark. I'm not going to take any marks off for it being cold, because I think the fries, because it's an open container on both, they tend to kind of suffer from that point of view. But yeah, overall, not bad. Now we're on to the wrap. There we go. Which is just, you get the choice of 3 wraps. So you get the choice of the barbecue and bacon, the sweet chili, and the chicken masala one as well. So I went for the sweet. Oh god, it's stuck. That's what she said. Oh yeah, it's definitely got that. What is it with McDonald's with me? They've always got to, well, let's have the sauce bursting out of it every single time. Jesus God, look at it. But for $2.49, normally they're over £3. I think they're either $3.49 or $3.79. I'll put the details there, but they're over £3 anyway normally. So for $2.49, you're saving at least £1, maybe slightly more. So it's not too bad. But again, McDonald's were quite limited in their offers. They're not really giving you very much. And I've always found that. I think out of the lot, Burger King offers you more different offers, and they're split between delivery offers and pickup offers. Same as what KFC does, but they don't have as many on at the one time. So let's see what this tastes like. Right. God, that's sweet. 2 things I taste. First of all, the chili, the sweet chili sauce. God, there's a lot of it, and that's all you can really taste. And then the other taste you can finally get coming through is cucumber. I don't taste the chicken, I don't taste anything else. The wrap is a texture. There's no flavour to it. So the only thing you're really tasting is the sweet chili sauce and the cucumber. So yeah, not the greatest. Again, it just, with McDonald's, it's all sauce and not much else. It really just lacks substance. A lot of times with McDonald's, it's like, I think they rely too much on sauce with their menu. Let's be totally honest, that's all you're really paying for is sauce. A lot of times it's just the same core ingredients with a different sauce, and what they do is they seem to plaster the sauce on to the point is it's overbearing. You can't taste anything else. So out of 10, what would I give that? For what it was and what it is, and it's not the best product. I mean, I'm not going to say any of these are wonderful, but that's the worst. That's the worst. It's just way too much. Too much sauce, too much cucumber. I'm not the biggest fan of cucumber because I just find it's kind of watery, and I find the flavour doesn't really go particularly well with a lot of things. I just think it's a case of the flavour of cucumber tends to overpower a lot of things. It kind of stains You put it in a salad, and that's one of the kind of standout flavours you're going to get if you put it in a salad or things like that, or if you put it in a wrap. So yeah, out of 10 for £2.49. I'm going to give it a 5. I would say I'm kind of between a kind of a 4 and a 5, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and I'll give it a 5. But overall, McDonald's isn't really kind of offering much. Let's be totally honest. I would say the clear winner is probably Burger King with the amount of offers they've got, and definitely bring the best value, and was the quickest as well to actually get. KFC comes second, and of course McDonald's comes last. So anyway, I hope that was a bit more interesting and also kind of a bit more informative, and gives you an idea of what's on offer if you haven't used the apps. A lot of people might not want to use the apps because they might have to give some details and personal kind of information that they might not want to give. But all these were done in the app, and I don't think, I mean, there's people in front of me that they got their food instantly and I didn't, and I used the app. So the app doesn't give you any kind of benefit when you get to the kind of drive-through or whatever, because okay, I don't have to pay at the window. I don't really see that's a huge big benefit, and I don't have to rhyme off my order at the little kind of ordering system, you know, the little kind of speaker system. But I'm not getting the food any quicker than people who aren't using the app. So the only benefit is to maybe get offers on the app that aren't available in the restaurant. So hence why. So Burger King wins from that point of view. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week in another Friday Night Takeaway, and bye for now.